Jeep Cherokee Sport is the perfect vehicle for traveling America's most famous roads, like Wall Street, Pacific Coast Highway, Park Avenue, and, of course, Sunset Boulevard.
What's up, guys? So here's my 91 Jeep Cherokee Sport. Just got delivered not too long ago. Cleaned her up, and so I found this thing online, of course, and it was out in Fort Collins, Colorado. Big shout out to Drew over at Hayes Outdoors 4x4. He's a dealer out there. He kind of buys these old Cherokees and old vehicles. So if you're looking at something, I think he's got another Cherokee for sale right now, but definitely check him out. Worked with me on the price, so that was very nice. But yeah, so I'm just going to be showing you guys around this thing, kind of what it needs and some of the issues that it has. But yeah. So anyway, obviously it's a 91, so we are OBD1 versus the Renix or Renix back there. That one's an 89. So a little bit newer electronics, which is going to be interesting. It's got 201,000 miles on it. The paint is cooked off this thing. The paint is pretty much gone. So this thing is 100% rust free, and I'll show you guys the underside here. But that was kind of the main draw for this thing, is zero rust at all. Drew had said that the previous owner lived in New Mexico, so that would explain the no paint left on the hood, and then obviously the no rust at all. So yeah, the body is extremely straight. The only dent that I can really see is right here. This is about the only dent I can see on this whole thing, is right there. So the body's really clean. Obviously the paint's shot on it. You can kind of see here. You can see here the clear coat. She's gone. So a couple of the issues. So the windshield has a big crack in it right here that goes all the way over. I don't know if you guys can really see it here, but there it is. Just got a big crack in the windshield, so it needs a new windshield. Needs some new inner fender liners. These, yeah, as you can see, they're extremely brittle and completely shot, so I definitely want to get new ones of those. Obviously some repainting needs to be done with the bumper and the hood and things like that. I really like these wheels that are on it. It's the 10 holes, but they kind of have, I think the Comanche Eliminators had these, but they got the little buttons on them, I guess you could say. But I really like those. The spare tire is, I think, just a factory steel wheel. So if you guys have one of these or know someone that has just one, I'd like to buy it just to have it up in the spare tire area. Take the cover off and then have that up in the window. I think that would look pretty good. But got to do kind of what I did with my Cherokee, is redo the belt line, windows, and then this. It looks like from the factory they had just almost like not wrapped them, but just used the chrome that like I have on my 89, but then wrapped them, and then that stuff's coming off. So obviously paint those too, but yeah. So this one's a sport model, and it doesn't have a rear wiper setup, which is interesting. But yeah, so I will go ahead and show you guys the inside. Take a look at the inside. I'll throw up some pictures of what this thing did look like before. I cleaned this up off camera and really worked at it. This thing was pretty nasty inside. A lot of like black tar on everything, so I actually used a steam cleaner and my ammo stuff to really get this thing nice and clean. The passenger seat turned out fantastic. Looks literally brand new, which is nice. And cleaned the carpets, of course. Cleaned the dash. And then the rear seat's in really nice shape as well. So that's kind of what she looks like. Nice and clean. The backs of the seats were all stained. I cleaned all that. And then the only one that is still a bummer is the driver's seat. So it's got got tears in the back there, and then along the side here, she's tore up. Then there's a stain I could not get out, even with steam and the fabric cleaner, and I didn't want to keep going at these seats because they're already pretty worn out. So didn't want to overdo it and risk ripping them more. But so another thing that I'll be looking for, probably just reupholstering the driver's seat, of course. And then 201,000 on her. But everything turned out really nice in here. It's actually clean and sanitary. There's the trunk area. So this one actually has the 4 speaker setup. So it's got the 2 speakers behind there. I don't know if this is the original back hatch thing, because it doesn't have the cutouts for the speakers, but it's been carpeted over the little slat. So not really sure what that's about. But I have to repair this back hatch. All the clips are broken, of course. So I'll just set this here for now. Speakers in the hatch already, which is nice. And here's the trunk setup back here. Also show you these are pretty cool. So I got another one of these Haynes books. Got a couple of those. And then this one was really cool. So this is actually an accessories pamphlet, like a Mopar one from the time period. Yeah. But yeah, so all the accessories for the Wrangler and other Mopar products. Pretty cool. I don't know, I thought that was kind of interesting to see. But yeah, so that was a nice little surprise. Alrighty, so that's pretty much kind of the way Cherokee looks. I do have, you can see the center console's got the armrest in the center console's got a nice crack in it. I 3D printed a new latch. So I 3D printed this piece right here. New latch because it was busted. So it at least clicks on. But if anyone has a 84 to 96 armrest that's in really nice shape, let me know, because I definitely want to get one of those. That's getting a little better. The hood latch was kind of hard to, the hood release was hard. But here's the engine. Drew said that it has a new AC compressor in it. And then I also noticed that it's got a newer water pump in it, at least not original. One issue I do see is there's a bolt missing for the exhaust manifold, the bottom bolt right at the front here. I think it's a stud, so that's either broken off inside there or they just took it out and never put it back in. So I got to figure that out, of course. The heater lines are all kind of jazzed up, not properly put in place. And then it's got a pretty decent coolant leak, and it's coming from the heater control valve. So I ordered a new one of those, so that'll be the first video fixing this, is replacing that. I know you can do a bypass, but if my blend door isn't perfect, have a perfectly good seal, having heat constantly blowing through there during the summer months when the air conditioning is working might affect the air. So figured I was get another one of those. It was $15, so I'll get that, and then hopefully that'll fix. I think that's the only spot it's leaking out of. Hopefully that's it. But other than that, she runs really good. Idle's great. Sounds healthy. So I guess we'll be able to tell more as I drive and everything. And then from the video, it looked like there was a slight vibration at like 40 miles an hour. When you let your foot off the gas, it kind of vibrates a little bit. So we'll see what that is. I know the tires are probably pretty old, so they're kind of cracking. So that might be the issue, but who knows until we actually drive it. Alrighty, so plans with the Jeep: obviously get it running, get the coolant leak stopped. Eventually, obviously paint it so it doesn't look too bad. Definitely redo those stickers on the side. I love those sport stickers, and I did find a place that resells that sport decal as well as on the back hatch here. That's pretty cool. So yeah, if these tires are no good, probably get some, either the same ones. I kind of like the way these look, if you can still get these, the Goodyear Wranglers, the RTSs. If not, some KO2s would be nice. She looks like she's sagging a little bit in the rear, just kind of like my other one. So probably some leaf springs. And then, obviously once I do my test drive, see if it needs shocks, brakes, that kind of stuff. Just, the basic stuff. But yeah, eventually get her painted, tint the windows, reupholster that driver's seat, get a new windshield on it. Definitely put an exhaust on it. It's got a factory muffler on it, and cat, very quiet. So definitely want to change the muffler out for something a little bit nicer, because I do love the sound of the 4-liter. So anyway, guys, it's getting pretty cold here, so I'm going to head inside. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Definitely consider subscribing for more videos on the new XJ, and we'll catch you guys in the next one. I can hear that exhaust leak. Oh yeah, and the e-brake does not work. And I thought it was, he told me it was just the, let's see if that'll hold. Grab there. Yeah. Sweet. That'll work. Yeah, it needs a e-brake handle. So if you guys have an e-brake handle for the 84 to 96, I think I need a new one, because the button's all busted off. But yeah.